Hello, Highlands Presbyterian. So today we're wrapping up the story of Samson, and it's an incredible story. It's a heartbreaking story, So Judges 16 is a story of Samson and Delilah, and you've probably seen it, right? The 1949 Cecil B. DeMille movie, famously portrayed. And Samson and Delilah, Samson falls in love with Delilah. She's offered this overwhelming sum of money to betray his source of strength. And he sort of plays a game with her, but each time you can see what she's trying to do, and you'd think Samson can see that too, but Delilah continues to beg and implore him to tell her, and eventually he does. And then he loses his strength. Sadly, it says he doesn't know that the Lord has left him, which is it's kind of heartbreaking, which is sort of the story of Samson, that even for all of Samson's flaws, it's just a heartbreaking story. And so Samson's captured by the Philistines, and eventually he dies, and he gets vengeance. But what's interesting, what he prays for vengeance for is for himself and what he's lost. This was the guy who was leading the Israelites, who seemed to never give any thought to anything beyond himself. And so there's a lot of lessons in Samson. Mostly they're lessons about what not to do. That's sort of what we can take from Samson. But what's incredible is that in Hebrews 11, the Hebrews Hall of Fame, which talks about Abraham, it talks about Moses, it talks about Noah, these legendary figures in Israel's history. And it says, "For time would fail to tell me of Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, of David and Samuel, the prophets, who through faith conquered kingdoms, enforced justice, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the power of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, were made strong out of weakness." So here in Hebrews 11, Samson is mentioned. And so God does amazing things and includes Samson in that list, even for all of Samson's flaws. And so there's hope for all of us because of God's grace. And I think that's what we can take away from Samson.